Morning, everybody. I hope you guys are all doing well. We're back in the kitchen for another music lesson. So what we're going to do today is we're going to play a song, and we're going to practice our steady beat a little bit, and we're going to talk some about that simple duple meter that we talked about before. So the simple duple meters are the meter of 2 and the meter of 4, and we can count those by just counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. They're almost interchangeable. You can almost use a meter of 2 in place of a meter of 4, but not always. Sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. So what we're going to do is we're going to sing a little song. I've got a drum down here. I know you can't see it, but I'm playing it. And I've got my tambourine down here on the floor. And I'm going to sing and play a song. Now, I want you guys to sing along and play along, but I know that maybe you don't have a drum at your house or any kind of musical instrument. But the nice thing about percussion is that almost anything can be a percussion instrument. If you can hit it, shake it, or scrape it, then you can make a percussion instrument. I just please get permission before you start grabbing things out of the cupboard or out of the cabinets to make a percussion instrument. So I've got 3 percussion instruments that well, they're all the same kind. They're shakers, but I've got 3 that I just kind of pulled out of the cabinet, and I didn't really have to do much work at all. This one is just some breadcrumbs that I got out of the cabinet, and the container is about half full. So if you find something like this that has a little bit taken out of it already, then you can turn it on its side, and you've got a nice little shaker that makes a pretty nice sound. And we can play along and sing along with that. And this one, you could actually turn it up on its top and drum up on the top if you wanted to with either your fingers or some pencils or something like that. And you get a nice little sound with those breadcrumbs in there. And another one that I didn't have to do anything to, I just pulled it out of the cabinet, was one of these. I've got a Kraft macaroni and cheese, what do you call these? Easy Mac, that's it. Now, let's listen to that. Let's listen to this one. And then let's listen to this one. Big difference in the sound, isn't there? It's because these noodles inside here are harder than these breadcrumbs, and these breadcrumbs are also a lot smaller. So you're going to get different sounds depending on what is in the container and how big the container is and stuff like that. Now, if you don't have one of those, and I'm just giving you some ideas so you can come up with something on your own. I took a little container that I put salad dressings in and stuff like that for my lunch, and I just put some rice in there that we had in the cabinet, and I filled it up about halfway or so. I don't know if you can see that. And then you just turn it on its side, make sure the lid is on it all the way, nice and tight, and then, yeah, that has a little bit of a tighter sound than the other 2, because the size is a little bit smaller. So depending on the size and what you put in there, you can really get some different sounds. So there's also some other things that you could use for percussion instruments. Like I said, hit it, shake it, or scrape it, and it is a percussion instrument. I had a little box that I was playing some drums on, and if you hit them in different places, then you get different sounds, or if you hit them with different things, then you get different sounds. So make yourself a percussion instrument and let's play along. If you need to pause the video now, I would go ahead and do that. Find yourself something to play along with, or you can just pat your legs, okay? Because we're just talking about steady beat, all right? So I've got my tambourine down here. Here's our steady beat. And I'm going to play on my drum. Feel that steady beat with me. If you got a shaker, feel it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or if you got a drum, all right. Now I'm going to play this. that steady beat. Awesome, that was so good. All right, so unfortunately, it's a big bummer. We can't sing in school right now because of everything that's going on. But if you're watching this video at home and you want to sing along with me, then you absolutely can. And it's an interesting song called Obwisana, and that probably sounds funny to you because that word comes from Ghana, which is in Africa. And a lot of really cool drumming music and stuff like that comes from these places in Africa. And I think it's important to learn a little bit about places when you are learning music from them. So some interesting facts about Ghana is one of the things is that it's really close to this little line on the globe called the equator. And when a place is close to the equator, that means that it's very hot there. So in Ghana, where this song comes from, they don't have 4 seasons like we do. Like we have spring and summer and fall and winter, and then we repeat those. Well, in Ghana, they only have a wet season and a dry season, and it's pretty much hot all year, okay? So it's either really dry or really wet, like it's raining a lot in Ghana. So they don't have the different seasons like we do. And I just think that's really interesting about, other places, that their weather is totally different than ours. So little fun fact. So let's play a song. And if you want to know the words, it goes like this. Obwisana-sa-na-na, Obwisana-sa. And if you need to back the video up and watch that again, you can. But I'm going to say it again. Obwisana-sa-na-na, Obwisana-sa. And again, Obwisana-sa-na-na, Obwisana-sa. And that's really all the words to the song. Now, what you're going to hear is the melody is going to change a little bit. And it goes like this. Obwisana-sa-na-na, Obwisana-sa. Obwisana-sa-na-na, Obwisana-sa. Obwisana-sa-na-na, Obwisana-sa. Obwisana-sa-na-na, Obwisana-sa. Obwisana, Obwisana-sa. Obwisana-na, Obwisana-sa. Obwisana, Obwisana-sa. Obwisana-na, Obwisana-sa. And then we would just go back and we would repeat that as many times as we want to. Now, one thing I almost forgot to mention about this is actually a game that they play in Ghana. And it's a stone passing game where everybody sits in a circle and then they sing that rhyme. And they sing it a set number of times, maybe 2 or 3 times. And as you pass the stone around, then wherever the stone lands at the end, then that person would be out. And if we were in a music classroom, you would be out, but then you could get a musical instrument and play along with us while we did this, continued on with the game. And the words, it's funny, it's actually, if you say it in English, it is, "The stone crushed my hand, Grandma. The stone crushed my hand." And those are all the words. So in Ghana, they're singing Obwisana-sa-na-na, Obwisana-sa. And in English, it is, "The stone crushed my hand, Grandma. The stone crushed my hand." So I just think that was kind of funny. So let's go ahead and play that song. Feel that steady beat? All right. Now, my drum rhythm is going to change a little bit too, so don't be alarmed. You just keep that steady beat with your shaker or with your drum, whatever you've got. All right, here we go. Here's my drum. Feel that beat. Now let's sing. Obwisana-sa-na-na, Obwisana-sa. Obwisana-sa-na-na, Obwisana-sa. Obwisana-sa-na-na, Obwisana-sa. Obwisana-sa-na-na, Obwisana-sa. Obwisana, Obwisana-sa. Obwisana-na, Obwisana-sa. Obwisana-na, sa. Obwisana sa na na, obwisana sa. Obwisana sa na na, obwisana sa. Obwisana sa na na, obwisana sa. Obwisana, obwisana sa. Obwisana na, obwisana sa. Obwisana, obwisana sa. Obwisana, obwisana sa. Awesome! And stop. Awesome job. So you might have heard I messed up a little bit in there, and that's totally okay. But what's important is that steady beat that we feel here. It never stops, and if you're always feeling that steady beat, then you can find your way back into the song. Okay, so I hope that you had fun today. I hope that you were able to find you something to play along with. And if you didn't for this lesson, that's fine. Just see if you can find something, or if you can't, just keep doing that body percussion like we talked about. So I hope that you guys really had fun, and I hope that you stay safe. And I will see you guys in your next music lesson.